Hey gamers, this is Liz Davidson from Beyond Solitaire, and I'm here to show off Night Witches. This is just a little prototype that David and Thompson and I have made in Tabletop Simulator. This is a game we're designing together about the Night Witches, Soviet female pilots of World War II. And, we've got a little time tracker, we've got a mission. There's several different missions, but this is our current mission 1, which is eliminate communications. So what I'm going to be doing is putting out the little communication towers, and I'm actually going to build the veteran bag, but if you look down at the bottom left, it's novice, trained, or veteran, so you can kind of choose your level, and we're going to be working on that throughout our little campaign. And there's a little time tracker on the right. It's a short one because this is the first mission, and we're keeping it tight. So this will be a short little video as well. So again, I'm going to be placing out these communications towers in order to destroy them. So let me awkwardly do that. I'll straighten out Tabletop Simulator. I'm not the best at this, so y'all are just going to have to forgive my clumsiness, frankly. But now I'm going to get the towers out and set up the bag. We're again going to do veteran. So that means that all the guns go in. I'm sure it'll be just fine. And then all the spotlights go in. I'm clumsy, remember. And then 7 of the little night tokens and 7 of the cloud tokens will go in. So I'm just going to do like highlight 6 and then take a separate one. We'll see how it goes. Genius. I told you I was good at this. All right, so let's get those night tokens in the bag. I'm not even going to try to set this up right. Like we're just leaving it. No. All right, and then let's look in the success bag. It's definitely got a question mark after it in the rulebook. But inside you can see there are 4 stress tokens, those little frowny faces. There are 3 green check success tokens and 3 red X failure tokens. I'm sure we'll eventually get like a real graphic designer who can help us in this matter. But I'm not panicking about it. But you definitely want to know the composition of that bag. And then we're going to put out our little comms towers. So there are 3 of them. They're just kind of meant to lead you across the board and explore and see how that feels. This mission will end immediately if you destroy all 3 of them. But if you don't, if you just kind of like get a couple of them, then you'll get whatever points you get from the adventure you did have, and you'll be able to continue the campaign. We're building this so that it's not like, oh, you didn't get everything, you lose. It's more like, oh, how many points can I get? And then how can I spec out my airplanes accordingly? So that's the goal here. But, normally I'll just start playing because I just want to go and show you everything. Normally David is red and I am blue, so I'll be the blue plane. And we're going to do as much as we can before we run out of time. And we're going to talk about how the time part works when we do recovery phase. Right now we're in the sortie phase, so we're going to fly, baby. So I'm going to advance my fuel by 1. That's something I forget to do, but absolutely should do. It's important to the rules. And I'm going to decide whether I want to come in the move phase on high or low. So if you come in high, you are able to travel further, but there are some more risks. But you can see more, and more things can shoot you. Ugh. If you come in low, you can move less and observe less, but you're also a lot safer, and you have a better chance of bombing success. So I'm going to come in high for now. So that first entry space, you can use any of them you want, is space 1. And then I'm going to move up 1 more space for my 2 movement on high. So that's my movement. And now I have to... I'll just pull up this player aid. If you want to like pause and look at the player aid, you can. So I'm following the turn structure on this player aid. So I've done advanced field marker and I've done move. I'm about to do the observation phase. So I need to observe the space I'm on and then 2 adjacent spaces. If I were low, I'd observe the space that I was on and then 1 adjacent space. So, oh, great. I landed on a gun. Amazing. This is starting so promisingly. Good job, me. Brilliant work. And then let's observe 2 more spaces. So let's do the one like right in front of me, and then one of the sides. Kind of depends on the pathway I want to take across this this hex map. All right, let's do. Oh no! So to my left, there's going to be a lovely gun. Oh great! And then in front of me, we'll have the knight. Okay, so at least there's something calm in this setup. So I've got 2 AAA guns out, and now what that's gonna mean is we're going to have an evasion. So basically, we put the agency on the pilot in this game. So rather than, oh, they shoot and they succeed, it's they shoot always, and it's my job to evade. So my evasion draw pull power is up to 3 right now. You can declare that you're going to pull fewer tokens, and there may be certain situations where you could do that, but not this time. So I'm going to draw for the one I'm on top of first. I'm right on top of it. So I need to draw 2 successes in order to evade its shot. And then I only need 1 success to evade the one that's next to me. One of the things that matters about high and low altitude is that when you're up high, it's guns 2 hexes away that can get you. If you're low, it's only 1. So I have a wider range of how I could get shot. But let's pull for the one I'm on top of really quick. So again, I'm going to need 2 successes for the first gun and then 1 for the second one. So let's pull. All right, that's a stress token. 1 success. Ooh, 2 success. Okay, I've successfully evaded the first shot from the AAA I'm right on top of. So that worked out. And now we have another one. I only need 1 success to avoid this one because I'm not right on top of it. So let's just pull 3 and see what happens. So 1, 2, and 3. So I got the success, but we know that all successes are already out of the bag. So if I wanted to bomb here as well, these don't go back in the bag until the end of the turn. So I would have to be thinking about what's left in that bag, and is it a good idea to keep pushing this? So I'm not going to bomb this turn. I would like to have better odds. I'm up high as well, which makes me need 2 successes to successfully bomb. It's not looking good. So I'm not going to bomb. That would be optional. I'm not going to return home. So I'm just going to reset for the next turn. So this is when you refresh the success bag. It's at the end of the turn. So you should be tracking what's in that bag and seeing what you can get away with as you go. So now it's the Red Plane's turn. I'm going to have David. I keep thinking of it as David because he's normally playing with me. We're going to have this plane come in low. So flip it over, spend a fuel because that's what you should do. It's responsible. And Red Plane is going to come in right behind Blue Plane. It could start on any of the start spaces that it wants, but we're going to start behind Blue. And we're going to observe 1 space. So I can do either of these. Let's do the one that's to the right. I think we're going to do a little bit of moving in that direction. So maybe I want to open up those pathways. Ooh, it's a cloud. Okay, so clouds are interesting. The reason the clouds are interesting is that they're a mixed bag. Sometimes they protect you because they reduce the range at which you can be fired upon. They also make it harder for you to bomb. And when you're in a cloud, you don't get to change altitude on the way out of the cloud. So if you're up high, you stay high for that next move. If you're low, you stay low for the next move. But for now, we're going to draw evasion. I only need to draw once. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I've got a stress token. And I only need to draw once, by the way, because there's only 1 gun within 1 range of me. That second one doesn't see me. So this stresses can be converted into a success, but I have some options for how to do it. So I can choose to dump 2 fuel, or I can put one of these little failure tokens on here into the discard pile where it remains until I can get it out of there, either after this sortie or later in the mission. So it increases my odds of failure, but I don't get damaged. So I'm going to go ahead and dump fuel. That just seems like the smarter choice at this moment. And then one of my stresses will convert into the success that I need. You can only dump fuel once per turn, by the way. So if you have multiple occasions to convert stress, you're going to have to figure something else out. And it can get a little brutal. All right, now it's Blue Plane's turn. I think I'm going to go low. Let's flip them. I'm bad at flipping things. And we're going to go on top of this other gun. And I'm going to show you why in a moment. We are going to need to observe the space right behind us. Okay, it's just night. That's not bad. And then I think what we're going to do is we're going to try to bomb the gun I'm on top of after we evade. So let's see how evasion goes. First, let's pull for the one I'm on top of. 1, I need 2 successes. 2, 3. Okay, so I got a stress. I'm going to have to convert. Let's do it by dumping 2 fuel to get that second success that I needed. Oh, I should have dumped 1 fuel as well, by the way, at the beginning of the turn. So that's all the fuel. I dumped 1 for when I initially moved, and then 2 to turn a stress into a success. So don't do as I say, not as I do, and watch the fuel. Now I have to evade for the one that's only 1 range away. So let's see how it goes. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, stress, stress, fail. Okay, I didn't get any real successes in there, so I'm going to have to figure out what to do with this stress. I already dumped fuel. I can't do it again. So I'm probably going to take one of these little tokens, and I'm going to put it in the discard where it's going to go back in the bag and continue to dog me until I can get it back out. But I just don't want to take damage yet. I don't think it's time. The good thing is that I do want to bomb next, and all of this bad stuff having come out of the bag means that I know there's still 2 successes left in there, and yes, you are encouraged to match this out when you're playing Night Witches. So now things look really good if I want to bomb. So let's go ahead and pull 3. My bombing ability is also 3, so I'm going to discard a bomb. And then let's just pull 3. Let's see how we do. I only need 1 success because I'm on low. If I were high, I would need 2, but I don't this time. So stress, fail, success. That's the success I needed to take this AAA out. So we're going to flip it over to show that it's destroyed. And as you'll be able to see, there's 2 points on the other side. So that's also 2 points for us in the campaign and a threat eliminated. So not bad at all. Now it's going to be Red's turn. So let's reset this bag. And again, you don't reset until the end of the turn. I'm going to make a huge mess of this, by the way. So let's just, let's pause for a minute so I can fix that. All right, I've got myself all cleaned up, thankfully. And now it's Red's turn. So I think what we're going to do is, we'll finish resetting. And we're going to stay low for Red. So we're going to advance fuel, like good children. Then we are going to creep up just by 1 because I want to try to bomb that AAA. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to creep up. We do have to observe an adjacent space. So hopefully nothing too horrible is in there. Let's see. Okay, it's a spotlight. So spotlights, they're not terrible if you're next to them. If you're on top of them, though, they force you to illuminate every space around it in a ring. And so if you are on top of a spotlight, you illuminate the entire ring of hexes around you. And if there happens to be a gun there or multiple guns, they can see you better. So they can... You have to pull 2 successes from the bag in order to evade them. So it's very, very dangerous to just go on top of a spotlight, and it can lead to disaster and possibly even death for your pilot. So be really careful with those. Very careful indeed. But for now, we're all good. We're just going to have to evade this one gun. We do have to pull 2 successes right on top of it. Okay, so we got 1 success, 2 stress. Let's convert 1 of the stresses. Yeah, I'm just going to spend the fuel. Whatever. This is going to be a short sortie, right? It'll be fine. Nothing bad can happen. But now we can bomb it. So we're low. We're on top of it. Our odds are pretty good. So, let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to bomb. We're going to discard a bomb. And pull 3. So, okay. Not that time. I only need 1 success. Pull something. Yes. Okay, we got the success that we needed, and we have successfully bombed the AAA. Good work, us. All right, so we're going to flip it over. It's another 2 points. So the satisfaction of destroying the enemy and 2 points as a reward. Beautiful. So obviously I'm not going home yet. We got to keep pushing. So we're going to reset the bag for blue. So let's see if I can do a better job resetting than last time. You know what? I'm just going to do this one at a time. Every time I try to select a whole bunch of stuff, I make a big mess. Even bigger than usual. All right. Cleaned up. Perfect. All right, so it's Blue Plane's turn. So we're going to advance fuel. I remembered. Phew. I think what we're going to do is just keep going low, and we're going to go right on top of the communications tower because this is our goal. We want to destroy them, so let's get one, baby. So we have to observe 1 space, so we'll just go maybe a little bit to the right because that's the area that's going to be more traveled soon, so I want to see what's there. A cloud. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right, so nothing's actually going to shoot me. There are no active guns in range. So I can just drop a bomb. I need 1 success because I'm on low. I would need 2 if I were on high. But let's just bomb this communications tower. Let's get it. So we're going to drop this bomb. Please pull a success in the bag, Davidson. All right. Yes. And then I'm pulling a 3rd for good form. Oh, 2 successes. I really bombed that thing. Amazing. All right, so now one of these little posts, these little communications hubs is destroyed. We're going to flip it over to indicate that this is so. And if you look over on the left, you'll see on the little mission description that that means it's 3 points for us at the end. So we're up to 7 points total for this mission so far. Not bad. So we're definitely not going home yet. We got some fuel left. We're going to keep pushing just a touch. But we are going to clean it back up. Can I do them all? Can I do them all at once? Coordination. Okay. So now red plane's going to go. Let's think about where. We're going to go kind of maybe hit to the middle. I don't think I can get it this time. But we'll see. Oh, I could go high. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to take a risk. Okay, so I'm going on high. I didn't go 2 this time because I climbed. You can only go 1 on the climb. So basically I'm taking advantage of that actually to line myself up to get on top of the post. And I only had to observe the one space because the only one was open. It was a spotlight. So now we're going blue. Blue is going to go a little further. We're going to go in the cloud. Just in case I pull a gun, it won't be able to shoot me because I'm low and in a cloud. And it was a gun. So I'm glad I did that because, yeah. So it doesn't shoot me this turn because I am located on top of a cloud and its range is reduced by 1. I could bomb now, but there's nothing to bomb. And I'm, I think I might just go home. I don't have a lot of fuel left. I don't want to get on top of this gun. I don't have any bombs left anyway. So I think I'm just going to go back. So the way this game works is you can just go straight back to base instead of trying to have to fight your way back. So that's what I'm going to do. Sometimes it's smarter just to end the sortie. I don't think I'm going to get anything productive done. So red has 1 more go. Come on, red. We're going to go on top of this command post. And we're going to do it. We'll advance our field first. Because we're good. We're good, I promise. And then we're going to fly. We have to fly 2. We can't to get to this post anyway and not waste time. So I'm going to land on top of that little communications center. We're going to draw our little tokens to observe. I should be better about declaring spaces, but I'm really being bad. I apologize for that. You should theoretically declare to yourself instead of just in your head. Although, I mean, if you're playing solo, wow, that's what happens, right? So these are the new spaces. I am going to get shot at by that AAA that's 1 away. So I do have to evade it, but I only need 1 success to do it. So let's see how I do. So if I could pull. All right. Okay. All right. We got the success. 2 successes. That is actually a little rough because I want to bomb and I need 2 bombing successes to bomb from high altitude. So 2 of them came out of the bag. There's 1 more in the bag and maybe some stress I could convert. We're going to have to see what's possible. So drop my bomb. Stress. Fail. Okay. So I can, however, convert these 2 stresses. I'm basically into the sortie anyway, so this is just going to hurt me in recovery. But we're going to dump both of those failure tokens back into the bag, in a discard that'll go in the bag, so that way I can convert 2 stresses to 2 successes and successfully bomb that little post because I really want to get it done. So let's flip it. That's 2 out of 3 done. If I could, actually get to flip. Yay, success. Yeah, let's go home. There's, I've done my bombing. There's nowhere for me to really go. It's not a great idea for me to keep moving, and we've done a lot of work this sortie. So we need to get to that last tower, that last communications post, but we're gonna do a recovery phase. So we've done a sortie. Now we're gonna talk about recovery. So in reality, these were, the Night Witches flew multiple sorties per night. They were about 20 to 30 minutes each. So for every sortie, you automatically put 30 minutes on the clock. So that's just for the sortie. Basically, if we don't go off the edge of this timer, we can do 1 more sortie tonight, but that's it. We're going to run out of time. So to reload our fuel, it's 15 minutes for 4 fuel cells, little fuel spots. So I could do the full 30, but it's going to really cost me on time. And I cannot go over the end of this if I want to go on 1 more sortie. So we're just going to do 4 each. It's brutal, but, what you going to do? It'll be tightening things up a bit. You do 15 minutes for bombs. It's always 15 minutes for 2 bombs. If you have only 1 bomb to reload, no, you do not make change. It's still 15 minutes. Also, if somebody had dropped 2 bombs and the other person had dropped 0, you just take the higher time. So you just do 15 minutes for this phase. You assume that they're doing each step at the same time. And whoever takes longer, that's the time that you log. So now that we've done our bombs, we also need to deal with our stress. So I don't want to get my plane shot out of the air. So we need a cigarette break. It is 15 minutes to take one of those failed tokens out and 30 to take both. So we're going to go ahead and take both of Red Plane's failed tokens back out and then the 1 of Blue's. So that was 15 minutes, but then it's an extra 15 to get both of Red's little failure tokens out that we were using to convert stress. And this is important to do because you're going to end up in a situation where you just get hurt and damage your plane if you don't have ways to mitigate. So you do want to spend that time, even when it kind of sucks. You may choose to only get 1 of those tokens back. You're going to have to decide how you want to spend your time. What's the most efficient? Do I fuel all the way up? Do I get all my stress back out? You're certainly going to want to reload both your bombs. It's almost guaranteed. So you're just going to have to make some tough choices, and they'll get tougher as the campaign goes on. But now Red is going to lead off this second sortie of the night. So we're going to spend our fuel, our already depleted fuel. No. And let's go on the middle entry space this time. And let's come in on high because we got to uncover it. I only have so much time and space to get my butt up there. So we're going to do it. So spot number 1. And then we're going to come up 1 more. And then now I'm going to observe where I'm at and then the 2 spaces that are like right in front of me because we're going to build out and hope for the best here. So what am I on top of? Oh, AAA gun. How cute. Yay. No, it's not cute at all. That's terrible. So that's going to be rough. What's in front of me? A cloud. Okay. Could be worse. And then what's a little bit to my right? Okay, a spotlight. This kind of stinks, but I can live with it. Just the 1 gun. I just got to be careful. All right. So let's evade. We have to evade for 2. But I don't want to drop my bombs because I want to focus on getting to that tower. So hopefully we can just run away from this stupid AAA and escape. So can I evade? Let's draw 3. I need 2 successes. 1. Oh, nope. 2. Oh, that didn't happen. There's no way for me to make 2 successes out of that. So I'm going to have to take damage. And I'm going to take it by losing a fuel. You can only do that twice. And then you can only lose 1 bomb. And then after that, you're done. So... yikes. All right, now it's Blue's turn. Let's see how Blue's going to do. So Blue is going to come in. What altitude do we want? Let's stay low. Or is this a no guts, no glory situation? I think we're going to be high. All right, so just assume we came in on that starting space, and then we moved 1 more. Now we're going to observe where we're at, and then we'll see 1 more spot. Oh, great. AAA. So cute. What a lovely welcome. I am delighted. All right, 1 more space. Hopefully not a gun. Oh, okay, it's not. It's just the night. The still and peaceful night. Okay. So now I have to evade. I have to do 2 successes on the one I'm on, and then 1 for the gun that Red's on top of. So that should be fun. Okay, so let's do the one I'm on top of first. Pull 3. Ooh. Oh. Okay, so we can mitigate that. Let's dump the fuel. You know what? No. Let's put the stress. Yeah. All right, let's put a failure token in there to mitigate instead, because I do need my fuel to make it to the other side. Never mind. You know what? I'm just gonna take a damage. I don't want to do any of those. I want to make sure that we get to this tower. Sorry for my indecision. Oh, well. We'll pull for the other one. Okay, so 1 success. Definitely got it. That was actually nice and easy. So I took a little damage, but we're okay. We're okay. So let's reload for Red. Advance our fuel. Not a lot of it left, and there's less now that we've been damaged. But we must press on. So let's go boldly forward. 2 spaces. I'm lining myself up to try to drop both bombs on that tower. I can't go low and dive and do it better just because of the fuel shortage. We're going to be risky here. So I got to draw from where I'm at, and then I've got to draw for 2 adjacent spaces. So we'll just clear the way. It's that one. Okay, it's spotlight, could be worse. And then what's to my left? Yeah, let's do the left one. Oh, great. AAA. Amazing. I thought they were supposed to help you get moving and not bring you down, but, you know. All right, so I've got to evade. Just, you know, this is future Liz talking. I'm going to forget completely about the gun that blue is on top of and only evade for 2. So, but that one I made. And that one I also made. So it turned out okay. I should have evaded one more time. We're just going to assume that I made it. But basically the way we're going to solve that is we're actually going to make the tokens different colors on a future iteration of this prototype. It's much easier to see in person what you're on top of. But we're going to make it a different color. All right, so here's blue. We're just going to pretend I evaded 3 guns instead of 2 and keep moving. All right, so blue's going to come up here. And we're going to observe where we're at and 1 ahead. Actually, I don't want to come in the cloud. This is a tough choice for blue because I don't want to get shot up too bad. Actually, I'm just going to go exactly where red is. And I'm just going to evade all the guns that red was supposed to. So let's observe next to me. Getting this one. All right, getting this one. All right, so we got to evade for 3. But we only need 1 success per. So it should be okay. Famous last words from me. All right, but let's go ahead and do our full draws for these. I could choose to draw 2, but I won't. We're going to go ahead and just draw 3 for the first gun. Okay, there's 1 success. Okay, second gun. Oh, no. Okay. Third gun. Okay, we did draw stress. So let's go ahead and we're going to dump fuel this turn to mitigate. So I made it. That was pretty good, actually. Okay, let me see if I can figure out how to clean up. Oh, Lord. Why am I so bad at this? Does anybody else have tabletop simulator issues? Like, it's just, I'm getting there. It's just taking time. All right, so we're going to advance the fuel for red. This is really kind of where this mission can end. So basically red is going to go up 2. We're on high. And we're going to go right on top of the little communications tower. So hopefully I'm going to be able to bomb it. I need 2 successes on bombing, and I have to evade first. But let's do the things in correct order. So we did our fuel, we've moved, we need to observe. Let's kind of see where we're going to go off the map here and draw 2. So we get a spotlight. Not bad, and we're just going to keep coming up next to myself. What are we going to get? Another spotlight. Okay, that's not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, so I do have to evade 1 gun. With this, it's 2 range, and I'm up high. But it's only 1, so hopefully I'll draw that success. Yes, I did it. And I only drew 1 success, so hopefully I'll be able to bomb this sucker. So now I need 2 successes to bomb. And if I do it, the mission ends immediately. So 1 success, 1 stress. Okay, another stress, but I can do this. So I haven't spent my bombs yet. I'm going to spend 1 for the normal bombing, and I can spend a second 1 to convert a stress to a success. So I can spend my second bomb, and that will mean that I successfully bomb the little communications tower. And now that we've gotten all 3, that means that the mission will immediately end. So we've been successful. We got all 3 of them for 10 points, and then 2 AAAs for another 4 points, for a total of 14 points, which we would split 7 and 7 and then use to get cool upgrades on the next mission in our little campaign. And I will definitely be showing y'all more of that as we go. Thanks for being tolerant as I learn how to stream things on Tabletop Simulator. It's taken some time, but I'm getting there. And I hope that you enjoyed watching some gameplay. I'm definitely excited about this game. We've got a lot of other stuff cooking, some cool missions, some little upgrades, lots of special things that I'm looking forward to showing you throughout the design process. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I know David does too. Feel free to ask questions. We're pretty open about the design process. And happy gaming, everybody.